Hello, fashion friends and family. This is Stacy here from Sew Broma, Mason Elsa Fitzgerald, and the Fashion Heritage Needle Trades Foundation. And I'll consider today the first day of training for the 535 kilometer run that will span 10 days. Yeah, like all my activewear clothes are tight. Well, they're always tight, right? But I also know that I haven't been running. I have been sitting a lot more. And so this is going to be a rough start, but I'm not going to be hard on myself. I can walk, but the main jog walk. The main thing is to ensure that I could cover 10 kilometers. That's it. That's the only goal I have for today is to cover the 10 kilometers. So I'll be running in the forest and yeah, I'll let you know how it goes. And oh yes, check out my Ecosa new zip up that Nicole gave me to start training. As you know, she is sponsoring with the activewear, so all made in Baltimore. I have to say that the leggings I'm wearing are Lululemon, but I do hope that I switch these out pretty soon with a made in Baltimore Ecosa pair of leggings. I forgot that we left my running gear at the atelier. Oh, and it is beautiful out with all the leaves. Everyone say hello to Loki, the best running mate. He's always smiling. He's always excited. He won't be running with me during the city run, but oh my God, I'm already out of breath. This is the out of shape, haven't worked out in ages. Cough. Yep. But just slow it down and walk a little bit. Hey, Loki, come here. And then Loki says, keep on going, I'm happy. You gotta be happy too. We're just under an hour, so I think it's like 45 minutes. And no, it's a little more than that. But anyway, I'm almost at 4 miles. It was like 13 minutes, 15 minutes, and I really am not watching the time. I could just hear it. 13, 15-minute miles. And what I mean by that is when I start thinking about the time and the distance, I start getting anxious and worried and nervous. So I just wait and listen until the notification comes up and says we're at a certain point. The main thing is that I'm not allowing myself to stop. So even if I'm super tired and something starts to hurt a little, I just slow down, but I keep moving. All right, well, we're gonna keep going. All right, so I did 4 miles in 58 minutes. Loki, how you feeling? Are you a good little trainer dog? Yes, I think he's tired, but he's happy to be outside. I'm actually really surprised as to how my body is. Loki, stay here. Come here. You see some deer. I'm really surprised how my body is like adapting to not running for I can't tell how many years. Probably like a real big run was definitely the run 2 years ago or more. I think it's like more than 2 years ago. I think there was, after that we did the 4-day challenge like a couple of birthdays ago. Lucky. And so anyway, for those of you who are feeling discouraged because you hadn't been out walking, and I was running, walking, sorry for the bumpiness, but I have to keep moving. Just go for a walk. Last weekend I went for a walk, and then today I was like, I wasn't even intent to run. I was like, I could walk this distance, and my body just started knowing what it needed to do. So do what you have to do for you. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. Ah! This is his favorite game. It's like chicken. You're so bad. Loki, you tired? I thought we'd keep running, but we had to do some videos. We're at mile 5. Go home or keep going? Looks a little tired, but he's so happy. All right, we're about to hit the bend of 7 miles, which is a little more than 10K. But I'm sitting there debating with myself. My body feels good. I feel like I can keep going. But I'm like, am I pushing it? It doesn't feel like I'm pushing it. I also wonder, because it's 33 miles a day. So if I can break them up into maybe 11 miles or half of that. So like, what's that? 15, 16, 17-ish miles, and do those in 2 chunks or slowly continue it. So we'll see how I get on. I'm coming around the bend where I can stop. I'm not sure. I don't want to hurt. I don't even think about hurting myself. I just think about like, okay, mentally, where am I? I feel good. My brain feels good, but I'm also not trying to be overly ambitious. All right. I know what you're thinking. I know what you're thinking. I'm thinking it too. I should stop. So I'm going to compromise with myself. So I've hit the 7 miles. It's over 10K, but I do want to keep going, but I don't want to be going hard. Like, not that I was just keeping like a standard pace. But what I will do is I will go to 10 miles or 3 hours. Wait, what time? Not 3 hours. I will compromise and walk to 10, another 3 miles to get, well, if I feel like jogging, I will, but I'm literally gonna like walk, and it's gonna mess with the time, but I don't really care about the time, because the reality is that there are gonna be moments when we're doing the 33 miles where I don't know, it depends on Valentine's. It's gonna be kicking my butt to keep running, but for me, I probably would walk a bit. So I'm gonna walk the last 2 miles and then wrap it with a 10 miler for the first day of training. And wearing my Icosa gear. Loki's the best trainer outside of my nephew Preston. So let's wrap up. Actually, I'm gonna take you along here with me at the last bit of today's 11 miler. Okay, so those of you that are joining, because this is like episode 1 for the Buy Back Baltimore campaign, and it is about igniting our garment industry. We were 1 second to New York for utilitarian garments, for the needle trades. We literally have like 1 mainline garment factory that does small batch production. I actually worked for that factory for 3 years. 2 of my colleagues died suddenly in the industry, just of old age. Well, one had a heart attack, the other one died of liver failure, but it was sudden, and there was no one there to replace them in terms of the skill set. And that really ignited a wave in me to really, Loki, come here. He likes to try to find random stuff in the car seat. That really ignited a light or fire in me to say that, like, my goodness, like, what is anyone doing about this? And so that's when, and this part of the message I'm okay to speak about, but I did run 200 miles back in 2021. But part of the information which I did not share was that I was fired on New Year's Eve out of the blue, although the owner of the factory denies it. He says I left to start my own company, which I already had. But anyway, that's not the point. The point was that I realized if this is the last of the industry, and that really, the combination of the death of my colleagues and this way of being of exploiting workers, and that's why I didn't like report it or anything like that, because I wanted those stitchers to have a job, have opportunity. But there is a happy ending to this story. But I say there is a happy beginning to this story. And so at the back of that 200-mile run, we were able to activate an abandoned garment factory that was actually 1 floor below him. So he's on 5 and we were on 4. And yeah, that's filled with needle trade organizations, everything from nonprofits to independent entrepreneurs. You've seen them all in the content, but what are we doing now? So the next wave is we've already gotten the approval to activate a fashion innovation hub. It's a feasibility study, but our next move is to really get these garments that are made here in our city by local stitchers, very highly skilled stitchers and entrepreneurs, that we need the consumer to turn the garments inside out, see in which country, place, city that they are investing in. So the made where, so made in Baltimore. We need your purchases, actually, not a lot of them, just enough for us to keep these sewing machines singing. So this campaign that I'm training for is to, the beautiful sun, is to activate these sewing machines through the garments that you're purchasing from the Buy Back Baltimore campaign. All right, well, I'm just going to wrap it up with actually, I feel really great. Like, my body feels good. It's probably not going to feel that good tomorrow, but it feels good knowing that, like, as I continue to train, as I continue to show up, I will get stronger, we'll bring more awareness, and we'll buy back Baltimore. And there's an Indonesian phrase that I absolutely love called semangat, and it means keep the spirit up. So all of you who are out there who are going through your own battles, go out for a walk, not a run. Just get some fresh air, because it will really shift the mind. So I look forward to seeing you next time. Let's buy back Baltimore. Semangat! Bye! Stretch it out, Loki. Stretch it out. Stretch it out, Loki. Stretch it out. Say hi.